Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Might be shouting a little bit today. It's a bit wild. We've had everything today. I woke up to like super heavy rain. Next thing it's sunny and calm. Next thing it's like cloudy and windy. I'm trying to beat the rain, so I think the rain will come back later, but apologies for the shouting if it comes across like that. Wales is back in lockdown, so I'm going to try and smash out a few more videos while I've got the time to not be at work and stuff. If you feel like supporting me during this time, see the links below if you want to buy a Sling Mountain t-shirt, or that you can follow a link to buy me a coffee thing if you want to keep me coffeed up, or the boy who's over there in a good supply of dog treats, but that's enough of that bit. Today's video, keep it simple, stupid. This was a request, this one. The things I'll show you are things I've shown in other videos already, but I thought it was worthwhile, even if just to provoke a bit of thought really. Now I'm guilty of this as well, but you just see a lot of it on Facebook and the internet in general these days, of people showing all sorts of weird and wonderful setups, and they kind of usually have their place, but often you look at them and think, I don't really see any advantage over the regular method in 99 times out of 100. And I see it at the Crag a lot, where people are doing things that are safe, but they kind of could be more simple and more efficient and that kind of thing, and people can sort of confuse themselves a bit looking at all these different options that you have. They all have their place, like I say, but maybe they're like for somewhere a long way down the line when you've got all the basics dialed, and then you can start to do these slightly different things. So I'm going to basically show you two little setups for building a belay. Like I said, I've shown them before, but chat about why I think they're great things to do. First one, I've just pre-placed some kit up here already, some nuts in the Crag. Super simple, sling belay. Like I say, I've done this before in various videos. Back to basics though, clip it up, do the carabiner up straight away, try and make sure the gate is away from the rock and all that jazz. Get the other end, clip that in as well, do him up straight away. You won't be able to see it, but I've got my nicely marked carabiners, because if you missed it, I did a video on how to look after your kit and mark it the other day. Now I'm going to pull this in the direction I want to load it and do a knot, just an overhand, because it's super simple. And then I've got a master point to clip into. It took me seconds to do, there's nothing fancy about it. I've done other videos on the sort of concept of ideas or serene. For me, I'm just trying to tick 3 bullet points here. Are they equalised? Yes. Are they independent? Yes, they're not affecting each other, and if one explodes, the other doesn't get shock loaded. And I've created a bit of an angle, ideally sort of 90 or less, and that's at 40-ish, something like that. Assuming those bits are good enough, which I'm saying they are in this case, great, well I can clip into that, can't I? Screw gate carabiner, you know the score, clip it, flip it. I can, because it's in reach, just do a clove hitch into it, get myself super tight onto it. Remember ABC, anchors, belay climber down there in a minute, all in a straight line. Remember that's up and down as well as left and right. Simple. Let's just move straight on from that. The slight evolution, nothing changes with that lot up there. This time, let's assume it's out of reach. I'm not going to actually go too far out of reach because I'll be out of shot. Get myself another carabiner, or check out this little Phantom. I did a video on them the other day as well, I really like this. Clip that into my rope loop, clove hitch, get it in, do it up, adjust the clove hitch. Adjusting the clove hitch, it's all about that middle strand. You can just pull it and lock it off with the spare strand there, great. Make sure you're properly bar tight on it. There we go, out of reach. Let's imagine I'm a bit further from it. Same setup, in reach, out of reach. That's going to work a lot of the time. If I can do that, I will do that. Again, other videos on how many points you need to build a belay, how many bits of gear. 2 is often enough, but 2 is not always enough. So what do we do if we've got 3 points, perhaps even 4 points? Well, let's drop that down there for a minute. We can get our long sling, the 240, love that thing, very rarely climb without it, and do exactly the same principle. The first one, we created a V shape. If we've got 3 anchors with this long sling, going to get that join up and out of the way, then it's going to be 2 V's, it's going to be a W shape, isn't it? Oh, the wind's picking up, apologies if I'm shouting, it's hard to know how much noise the microphone picks up. 3 pieces clipped, remember, W shape, trying to keep that join out the way, because if it don't make an effort to get it out the way, let's be honest, I would actually move that as well, because sitting there okay. I was worried about the gate touching the rocks, trying to be perfection, but actually it sits up and out of the way a bit. It's not really on that edge too much, so I'm okay with that. W shape, good. What's next? Same as every other time. Overhand, done. Master point made. Clip into that. In reach or out of reach, whatever you're going to do. If you've got 4 pieces, you might be able to get away with a long sling, but you might have to think about something else. But it's pretty rare, especially as we're talking about kind of getting the basics dialed, that you need 4 points. Sometimes you will, absolutely you will. But maybe beyond what I'm on about on this video. Okay, so sling setups, great. I'll use them when I can because I just think they're quick and efficient. It gives something that we can all clip into in that master point, so they're just really easy to manage. And we can swap leads really easily, or we can block lead really easily. They're just really flexible. I just love the simplicity of it. Sometimes though, we might not have a sling. The anchors might be too far apart for a sling, so we'll go into our other one. Let's use these 2 off to the side, and I'm going to do this rope setup, which pretty much will work everywhere. This is why I like it. Yeah, just use 2 anchors for this example, both done up. 2 anchors, so I make a V shape, don't I? You've seen videos of me doing this before. Get my nice little phantom out again. I'm loving this thing. I clip it so the gate is facing the next anchor, as it were, so as I put my first clove hitch in, get any twists out of it so it sits nicely. Do it up, I'm not doing the carabiner up, but doing the clove hitch up nicely so I'm tight on it. Gate's facing the next anchor, like I say, so not have any weird crossing. Get my other clove hitch in. Jobs are good, and that'll work if they're in reach. They're pretty much in reach realistically, aren't they? It'll work if it's out of reach. Mega. If you know those 2 methods of using a sling and a rope set up like that, you can literally set up anywhere in the world. If you get these concepts dialed, equalized, independent, creating an angle, then you can evolve those. It might be that you want to combine 2 anchors over there with a sling, master point, and then use the rope for one of them over there and another anchor over here as well. So there's ways of combining these tactics, but if you know those 2 tactics, you really, honestly, you could go your whole climbing career, I reckon, with just those 2 setups for climbing. We know there's loads of other methods. I've done videos on them. You go on Instagram, you'll see like a million posts about these weird and wonderful things. People using larks for master points and big carabiners for that job. Yeah, great, they might have their time and place, but do you need to know them? No. When you're setting out and just like learning your trade, just becoming a solid, efficient climber, just get the basics dialed and the rest will kind of follow. Keep it simple, stupid. It's easier for you to check, it's easier for you to be thorough, it's easier for your mate to check. If you're thinking about sort of instruction as well, yeah, when I'm teaching people, I want to teach like just absolutely the most simple but effective method possible, because it's easy for them to understand, right? And if I do lots of training and assessing of instructors as well, by the time you come to be assessed as a climbing instructor, one of the top tips I can ever give people on an assessment is don't do weird stuff, do normal stuff. It's easy for me to check, it's easy for you to check, it's easy for your clients to learn those nice simple methods, and it's just not confusing, right? Especially on assessments, don't do things you wouldn't normally do just because you think the assessor wants to see weird stuff. They don't. We want to see the most simple and effective method possible. It really is the best way, right? Hopefully that sort of provokes a bit of thought as well. I've rattled through those a bit, searched through the past videos I've done if you want to see more thorough things on setups and such like. But hopefully it's provoked a bit of thought. That was the aim of it. Hey, look, now I've done the video, the sun's coming out, the lighting's going weird on this video, apologies for that. Do fire away with any questions as usual. I'm staring at the boy over there, he's ready to play with his stick, so it must be time to finish. Find us on Instagram, find us on Facebook, give us a like and a follow and all that jazz, you know the score on that. If you liked this video, click the like button, smash the subscribe button, massively appreciated. 5,000 is my next target, and I think like within 2 weeks we'll have hit 5,000 subscribers, which is properly mind-blowing, so thanks again for that. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed this video. More videos coming up very soon.